Unlocking Your Potential, a practical guide to lasting growth. Introduction. Hello and welcome to Unlocking Your Potential. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. Over the next hour, we're going to explore practical, proven ways to grow mentally, emotionally, and professionally. Perhaps you felt stuck, unsure of what to do next. Maybe you've doubted yourself or felt overwhelmed by responsibilities. That's normal. Every person you admire has been where you are. The difference between those who remain stuck and those who flourish isn't luck. It's the choices they make each day. This audiobook isn't about perfection. It's about progress. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. What you need are small, intentional shifts, reframing unhelpful thoughts, setting meaningful goals, building habits, and developing resilience. Each chapter you'll hear is designed to be actionable. You'll hear exercises and questions along the way. Pause if you need to reflect or write them down. Think of this as a conversation between us, a friend guiding you through possibilities you may not yet see in yourself. By the end, I hope you'll not only feel inspired, but also equipped with strategies to move forward. Let's begin by looking inward, at the barriers we sometimes build around ourselves. Chapter 1. Understanding Your Inner Barriers. Every meaningful journey begins not with movement, but with awareness. Before you can grow outward, you must look inward. The greatest obstacles to your potential are rarely the things outside you: lack of resources, unsupportive circumstances, or other people's opinions. They are, more often than not, the barriers you have unknowingly built inside your own mind. Imagine standing in a wide-open field, yet believing invisible walls surround you. Because you think they're there, you never take a single step forward. That's how inner barriers work. They exist primarily in perception, yet their impact is real. They quietly dictate your choices, delay your dreams, and shrink your courage. One of the most common internal barriers is fear of failure. It whispers, "Don't even try, what if you mess up?" But failure is not the opposite of success, it's a vital ingredient. Consider a toddler learning to walk. They wobble, fall, cry, and then pull themselves up again. We don't call them failures for falling, we cheer their persistence. Adults forget this truth. We start treating mistakes as permanent verdicts instead of stepping stones. To counter fear of failure, reframe mistakes as data. Ask yourself, what did I learn? How can this guide my next step? Viewing failure as feedback releases you from the paralysis of perfectionism. Another powerful barrier is comparison. Social media amplifies it. You scroll through highlight reels of other people's lives and feel small. But comparison is like comparing chapters of different books. Your chapter 2 will never look like someone else's chapter 20. The only meaningful comparison is who you were yesterday versus who you are today. Limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are those quiet, persistent thoughts that begin with phrases like, "I'm not the type of person who," or "I could never." They can originate from childhood messages, past mistakes, or cultural expectations. Left unchallenged, they become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you believe you're bad at public speaking, you'll avoid opportunities to practice, ensuring you never improve, confirming the belief. Pause here and consider, what belief has shaped your behavior for years without ever being questioned? Write it down. Now rewrite it in a more empowering way. Turn "I'm not a leader" into "leadership is a skill I can develop." Turn "it's too late for me" into "every day is a chance to begin again." The weight of other people's opinions. Sometimes the strongest barrier isn't what you think of yourself, but what you think others think. Fear of judgment can be paralyzing. You imagine critics lurking behind every decision, waiting to laugh at your mistakes. In reality, most people are too focused on their own challenges to dissect yours. And even if they did judge you, their opinion cannot pay your bills, live your life, or pursue your dreams. Their approval is not your oxygen. A story of hidden potential. Let me share a story. Maya always dreamed of writing a novel. She'd fill notebooks with ideas, but she never started. Too busy, too uncertain, too afraid of failing publicly. One day, she found an old childhood journal with a note she had written to her future self. "Please don't stop writing. It makes us happy." Reading her own words from years ago, she realized the barrier wasn't time or talent. It was the fear she had built herself. She started small, 15 minutes a day. A year later, she had a complete draft. The world didn't suddenly change, she did, by stepping through her invisible wall. Inner barriers often show up as self-sabotage, procrastination, overthinking, or perfectionism. Procrastination isn't laziness, it's usually fear disguised. Overthinking feels like preparation but often becomes paralysis. Perfectionism pretends to be high standards but is actually fear of criticism. When you catch yourself delaying, spiraling in thoughts, or endlessly tweaking, ask, what am I afraid of right now? Numbing the fear robs it of power. The role of your inner voice. Your inner voice, your self-talk, is a powerful ally or a harsh critic. Negative self-talk can erode confidence faster than any external obstacle. But here's the good news. Self-talk is not fixed. You can train your inner voice to be supportive. Instead of "I always mess things up," try "I'm learning and improving with each attempt." It may feel fake at first, but repetition rewires your mindset. An exercise to dismantle barriers. Try this quick exercise. Identify. Write down 3 beliefs or fears that limit you. Investigate. For each one, ask, is this absolutely true? Where's the evidence? Reframe. Rewrite each as an empowering statement. Example, I'm not good with money becomes, I can learn to manage money by taking one small step this week. Act. Take one immediate action that aligns with the new belief. Small actions, like watching a short tutorial, sending one email, or scheduling a practice session, signal to your brain that change is happening now. Awareness doesn't instantly eliminate barriers, but it makes them negotiable. You can't break a wall you don't see. Once you recognize it, you can test its strength, find cracks, and build a door through it. Being aware of your barriers allows you to choose differently. You can notice fear and still act. You can catch comparison creeping in and refocus on your journey. You can hear the voice of doubt and answer with determination. Awareness transforms obstacles from invisible prisons into navigable challenges. A gentle reminder. Growth is uncomfortable. You may feel resistance as you confront these inner walls. That discomfort is not a sign to stop. It's proof you're stepping beyond your comfort zone. Lean into it. Breathe. Remember that your potential is not dictated by your past or by anyone else's opinion. It's shaped by the choices you make today. Before we move to the next chapter, pause for a moment. Think of one barrier you've named today. Visualize yourself stepping past it, not destroying it overnight, but walking through the open door you've created. Imagine the light, the space, the possibilities on the other side. That vision is your first step forward. In the next chapter, we'll take that step and learn how to set powerful, meaningful goals that turn dreams into achievable actions. You've recognized what holds you back. Now let's build the path ahead.